little bit. There we go. Okay, this is the first video of Unison League, and for those of you that don't know about Unison League, it's an app game you can download from Android or Apple devices. It's an MMO and it's pretty good actually. It's been out for about 2 years, and for those of you that aren't quite sure about if it's the right game for you, this channel will help you in making sure that you're not spending money and you're thinking, you get buyer's remorse. So we're gonna dive right in. So I'm somewhat of a veteran, so I kind of know how this game works. So let me take you through and show you how it's how the game plays too. Okay. Yeah, this is your typical, newsletter updates and what events come in. For this game, events usually come in about each week or every 2 weeks. So we'll get into more about ranked guild battles a little bit later, and we'll also talk about spawns. First, yeah, so this is like your main lobby where you see all these other players. You can chat, you can say hello, you can greet, you can use messages, you can use little emojis that the game provides for you. Yeah, so all these players that you see right now are actually playing right now. Okay, they're idle, but you can interact with them, you can send friend requests. So it's pretty unique for most of these app games. You don't really see too many of these on the store, so it kind of sticks out. So, yeah, you can move around. Let's see what we go over. Okay, so I think the first thing we should talk about is classes. Let me pull this up. Okay, now there are a total of 5 classes: cleric, soldier, lancer, archer, mage, and that's it. So we'll go over each one and tell you the strengths, the weaknesses. It's kind of like rock, paper, scissors, basically, with most of the classes except for the cleric. I just call it the medic though. It's much easier. Alright, so we'll go over the, actually, I should talk a little bit more. You have normal classes, which is your, these 3 right here. You start out with these, and then once you progress more and you complete each of the classes' wheels, you'll get to the advanced classes, which provide with more benefits, like better perks and more attack skills or support skills. So we'll start with cleric for right now. So the cleric is a very important person in Unison League. Almost everyone needs at least one guild battle or just a friend overall. As the cleric will basically do is they focus on healing the teams. So they let the others do the fighting and you basically just do the heals. I know it seems like kind of let me see, like kind of, I guess you would think stressful, but it's not really. If you know how to use your cost well, you'll be fine. So yeah, you'll get like mostly healing items. You'll get like 1 attack, but it's not really useful. So yeah, this is the wheel, which you have to spend right here. I just call it cost points, class points for short. When you have so much of these, you can spend them on and get these new skills. Like for instance, this one medic might cost like 500 of PC, which I just cost. Yeah, so after you complete 1 circle, you'll get to go to the next one. And with most games, the higher you go, the more expensive it's gonna cost. Yeah, so yeah, as you can see, I've finished, or technically I mastered cleric for right now. So as you can see, I'm already at maxed out. When you get to advanced classes, you'll be able to use sub-traits, which means when certain goals are met with other classes, you'll be able to use other perks. Like for instance, I have a soldier armor up, helmet up. It means that'll be going to my G score. We'll get into that in just a minute. That's right. The cleric is your healer. Soldier class. The soldier class is your defense and health. He's your tanky person. You're gonna want him to defend other teammates in regular players versus enemies, or player versus players guild battles. He's quite important. He's strong against the archer, but he's really weak against the mage. Yeah, so you can see as his perks are like helmet up or armor up, so he's really tanky. I would say he's more of a defense support character. You can do a little bit of attacking, but not too much. Okay, next one is Lancer. Just scroll this right here. No, not yet. Your Lancer is your attacker. He's really good at piercing through armor. He can also break players and enemies pretty easily. I'll explain break it in just a moment. So as you can see, most of his abilities are focused on attack, and also reducing enemies' defense and resistance. Yeah, I haven't completed this one yet. I'm not really good Lancer. Yeah, their attacks are somewhat expensive, but they have a lot of combos they can do. Like for instance, the double sting can, with a combo effect, when using it against, using after other sting abilities, you can do a little bit extra damage. The problem with the Lancer is they lack some defense and resistance. Next one up is the Archer. Clearly this is one of my more favorite classes, because this is the original one that I completed first. So Archers are basically an all-around class. They're good for players that want more of a balanced fighter. They can do a little bit of everything from buffs to healing and to attacking, of course. However, most archers these days are used as damage dealers in guild battles. We'll get to a little bit more in guild battles in a little bit later. But yeah, as you can see, they have a nice mix of attacks, defense, and buffs. So if you're looking for a player that's more of all around or in the middle of the world, archers is for you. Next time we move on to the last class, the mage. Oh boy, mage. Right now, mage is kind of debatable in the game a little bit, because they've been getting somewhat weaker as the game gets more updates. But mages are used for mostly doing splash damage, for attacking multiple enemies, and for attacking soldiers. One of the downsides to the mage is that you use up a lot of your cost. Like for instance, the meteor strike costs about 18 and has a really long cooldown ability. So you can't abuse the mage that much. They also have fairly weak health and defense, so you gotta be very cautious when you're dealing with enemies. Okay. Should talk about some of the strengths and weaknesses. Mages are strong against soldiers, but weak against lances. Archers are strong against lancers, but weak against soldiers. Lancers are weak against archers, and then strong against mages. And soldiers, as before, I told you that they're strong against archers, but weak against mages. The cleric has none, because, well, they can't really attack. So yeah, that's where the rock, paper, scissors mechanic comes into play. Okay. Alright. This is our gear menu. As you can see, we can do many things here. We can equip gear, upgrade our gear, we forge our gear to make it much stronger and tougher. We can sell stuff, we can switch out our abilities. Class changes right here. Gear set that allows you to like have different sets. So if I want like a archer that wants to deal more all around skills, I can make a set and then save it for later, and then switch off to like more of a attack archer or more defensive archer. So that's what the gear sets are for. Gear locker allows you to stuff all your items you're not using right now. So it's really useful, and make sure you upgrade. I'll tell you more on how to upgrade some of these features. Infusion allows you to maximize your level up with your gear. Excuse me. You'll need ether drops to upgrade your gear, but there's another way that you can go around this. I'll explain more when we get into it. Right here, this is a new one. This is basically like infusion, but with monsters. I'll get to that in a minute. We got our encyclopedia. Let's look at our items and other gears and etc. Transmutation. This allows us to take 3 starter items and get something totally new. Okay, we got our lobby, we got our gear. So let's go more in depth with let's see. We'll take a look at the gear set first. Right. So as I said before, this allows you to adjust your gear sets, so you can have certain I guess your classes that you want ready. Like for instance, I have my rogue class. I open this up, and this is my G score right here. It'll change depending on classes, abilities. Everything here changes your gear score. So as you can see, these are all of my like archer class. My bows on top that provide me with a neutral of attack and magic attack. Then headgear that's for my armor, magic armor, and magic attack. Monsters are somewhat, I guess you'll say how do I put this? Like trophies of the game. They help you out in battle. But when you gain so much of like a certain amount of Unison, how should I put this? I guess your Unison gauge at the bottom of the screen, you could be able to summon one of your monsters. Yeah, for instance, when I fill it up, I could summon Alice, and she'll use her skill. This is new, the hidden I forgot what it's called. But basically, if you have more of the same monster or close to it, you can upgrade and get more skills. Like for instance, I already upgraded once, so I'll get 1,000 additional magic attack points and etc. with all these other ones. Yeah, so this is my rogue one, and in this one I'll have more of, it looks about the same. I haven't changed it yet, but yeah, you can also save it, reset it, or equip it if you wanted to. This one for guild battle is your set that you'll take with you to guild battle. So when you're about to enter guild battle and you kind of don't have the set that you wanted because you kind of switched out when you're doing quests, this is the one you want to make sure that you have set. Okay. And gear locker, again, it's just, you know, store your items. Now I could grab some of these items out if I wanted to. Let me actually sort this. This is your sorting. Put that rarity. There. If I wanted to, I can also store some of these items if I wanted to. Okay, let's go to Agiliment. Sorry if I get that pronounced wrong. So basically what this does, you can upgrade, you know, your weapons, give them a little bit more power to max them out. Stop scrolling. Yeah, see, my bow's maxed out for right here, along with the staff. But I have a bit of a ways to go with my sword and lancer. So when you're trying to upgrade these, you're gonna need forging materials. You get that from quests, like right here. The silver swords is, I believe they're pronounced lemmies. We'll get to a little bit more of these in just a minute. So I would pop in one of these. That. Then they pop up here, and you get a little like stats. What happens after you upgrade? You also have a level for your skills. This will basically tell you how often they will trigger and how much extra damage they will deal. You'll need the skill ones to have a better chance at leveling them up. So just choose this. And there we have it. Skills also level up, which is nice. See, our skill level is increased, and so is our regular level for the weapon. You also need gold to do these. So make sure you have the right amount of gold. Do it one more time. Yeah, so it goes in order, with silver being giving you the least amount of experience, gold giving you the, I guess, the middle of the road type of experience, and then platinum, which gives you the most. Alrighty, yeah, as you can see, it doesn't give me much. And also, I'll need to pay this much with my gold that I have right now. So we're gonna do this, and that's how leveling up your weapons works. Reforging. This basically means you can upgrade your weapons. In this game, they use a rare system. Like there's common, rare, super rare, super rare, and then ultra rare. You can't get ultra rare. All you can get up to is SSR, which is a super rare. You get items like this, which are SSR, or sometimes they like tickets, or other items that I guess I don't quite remember. Yeah, but basically you want to try to go for SSR. That's the most powerful you can get in the spawn. We'll talk about spawns in just a little bit. So yeah, if you get the right around material, you can upgrade them to a much more powerful weapon. But you also need to take note of advice that you also need to level them up again. Not the skill, just its level. So make sure you have spare material to level them up after you just reforge them. Alright, let's go into my so what's next? We set the gear locker, list and sell. This just shows you the items, and you can sell them if you want money. Yeah, that's it. I'll just sell them. You can pay that no attention. Actually keep this. Yeah, so if I want to sell this, I just click on it. Sell it. We'll get this much gold back. Yes. And then there you go. We got more. Your abilities just tells you, you know, all your abilities. You sort it out so that way you don't get confused. But you should also note that certain abilities cannot be used on other classes. Like for instance, I can't use Great Blessing with like Soldier class. It's exclusive to the Healer class. Also, there are special gears that have that'll allow you to use different attacks. Well, actually, you get 4 skills you can equip. You also get your basic attack, but if certain weapons can allow you to use additional skill. Okay. Let's see what else. Alright. Before we tackle this one, we're gonna go with infusion first. So with infusion, you're gonna be able to infuse certain like URs with other URs. Sorry about that. Phone's going off. So right, let me see. Ah, here we go. So if I want to infuse this sword, I'll need to select like something of similar material. But note that you'll need to use ether drops with some of them, except for the first one where you infuse with the same weapon. That's free. So if you have extra of those two, I highly recommend you infuse those to get the most out of it. Next up is like slightly identical, which uses just 1 ether drop. And then there's infused with similar weapons. Never did this one. This costs about like 10 ether drops, and ether drops are already rare to come by, so I wouldn't highly recommend it. See right here. I'm not quite sure about the perfect infusion, just a regular one. So right, so if I was to choose, hang on. Let's see if it'll let me. Oh no, it won't. That's right. It's in one of my other gear sets. Alright. So yeah, basically you'll put a weapon in this little slot right here. It'll tell you how much you need to use, and it'll show you how much of the infusion it'll low up for the cap. So go up to like 80, 90, and level 100. So that's how infusion works. And then with the this monsters infusion, you basically do the same thing, but yeah, see, you choose a similar monster or a monster of the same quality, and then you use one of your I'm just gonna call it a token for right now. So you use that, and then you use money, infuse it, and then bam, it works just like infusion. Then we have transfer mutation, where you basically just use other URs to get more exclusive URs. So we got normal, which is for not SSR, SR. So you can probably have a small chance at getting an SSR or just another SR. Big, you give it 3 SSR, and they'll give you 1 SSR. And King allows you to get 1 item that's to that class. So if you want a specific item, you're gonna need to do the King. If not, then just do a big. You also have a chance to get some of these exclusive URs. Like for instance, I have a chance, if I was to do big or King, to get Azor's dual blade armor, which is pretty sweet. It's pretty high on the expense cost, but really good at defense and magic defense. You also get a reflex XL, which basically means that any damage you take, it'll reduce it by a little bit and allow you to do counter damage back at your enemy. Then here's your encyclopedia. It just tells you, basic knowledge of all your weapons that you've unlocked, such as normal, SR, R, SSR, and yours. And I believe almost everything. Okay, let's take a look at equipment. This is where you, equip your weapons, armors, monsters. You can check out your skills right here. Like for instance, I have all these healing regeneration abilities that allow me to do more healing for teammates. Hidden skills, these are for your monsters. Right. And also your attack and defense also have weaknesses and strengths. As you can see from the chart right here. Again, using the rock paper scissors mechanic, certain weapons do more damage to certain monsters than players now, as a recent update. So water does, you know, damage to fire, fire does damage to wind. I know it looks like grass, but it's wind. And the wind does more damage against water. Light and dark will always be weak against each other. And then your defense is basically the same thing. Depending how much of your armor you have with that particular element, you'll get reduced damage. So say like a fire attacks me and I have water damage, it'll reduce the damage I take. So that goes for the sword and your, well, basically your attacking gear and then your defensive gear. Monsters are more of your wild card. Some players have a tendency to play them into the classes they have. So for instance, if you're using like the soldier class, most of them are just use water monsters because they provide the most defense and magic defense. Or you can mix and match if you wanted to. It's all up to you, the player. Okay. Just send out my Explorer. The Explorer is it just allows you to get like goodies. Yeah, before I send them out. Yeah, you got two different types. You can do the normal 6 hour. You do the one that's 5 minutes, which consumes gems. We'll get to this a little bit more. We'll get into gems a little bit more later. So we'll do the normal one. So you'll basically pick a buddy to take this guy out. You can click on them if you wanted to. So for instance, I'm gonna let's see, Emma. We'll use Emma. Then explores at 6, almost basically close to 7. So let's do it. You see a little cutscene, or you can skip it. And then you'll be back in 6 hours. Alright. Just look at our community. Basically, you know, it's your friend, your guild, the forum. If you want to block players, if they're giving you an issue or bugging you, you can use this one. You can also connect to the Facebook. Friends, you know, typical friends. It tells you the information, their level, gear score, when's the last time they've been online, all the basic stuff. This is where you receive your invites, you can send invites, or you can search for friends. Guild. We'll get into guild in just a minute. Actually, go back here. Yeah, so that's what these are from this menu. This is just a normal menu. You get, you know, you go in the shop, chat setting, or items. If you're having trouble finding certain items, like medals or like certain quest items, they'll be in this menu. You just go into your menu and then type on the items. If it's some type of exchange, they'll be here. Others will be in this one. Your chat setting, you can change it. Just type in like your catchphrases and stuff. You can also change your battle quotes too. So if you want to start a battle with like something you put in, just type it right here. Shop basically just you know, you use money to buy in-game currency. Just make sure you be careful because some of these gem packs aren't really that cheap. As you can see, yeah, sometimes they give you like goodies when you buy them. For instance, if you buy like 150 gems, you'll get 2 XP keys. Here's a Lemmy bag. which is basically you pay a little bit less to get a lot of gems, but they come over time. Like each day you'll get like 3 gems, 2 gems. So for those that, you know, aren't really in the rush to buy gems and just want to take their time, you can come here and just buy this bag. Then there's recommended packs, which basically after you level up so much, you'll unlock these new bags, which come with like gems, XP, keys, and other useful items for forging your SSR gear. Cosmetics store. This allows you to purchase like costumes. They cost gems, but I wouldn't highly recommend it unless they're on sale. Actually, go back to my gear. So besides equipping your items, you can actually chase them by clicking on right here, this one. So for instance, if I wanted to, I could equip a bow or sword. Where is it? There it is, my flame. So yeah, this menu won't change your like G score. It just changes what you look. Change your hairstyle, your head. So yeah, if you want to change how you look, just come up here. Also, I should also mention, you need to either have the weapon on you, or you'll need to use gems or metals to exchange them for encyclopedia keys, which will allow you to use that, you know, certain gear that you want to look. Alright. Your missions log. So by doing quests and other etc. things, you'll be able to get rewards for it. So for instance, since I level up one of my gears, you can like collect these medals, which is 60 of them. The missions broken up into 4 different categories. The trophies, which reward you with gems, but are also the longest to take. The guild, as you can see, I'm not in the guild, so I have no missions right now. This is just your daily, which means that each day you'll get quests that you can complete and get rewards. Weekly, you have a whole week to complete these quests. These provide quite a bit of more value than a daily. Like for instance, a daily might give me just some gem fragments, but for a weekly, I have the chance at getting more gems. And then special. These only happens when certain quests appear. I'll actually show you what some of the special quests is in just a moment. So if I choose on the eye, yeah, obtain medals for clearing 3 heroic quests. Okay, what else should I show you? Copy lobby, missions. Spotlight is just your basic, you know, news updates on events and spawns. Okay. Let's see. Guess we could talk about the room. Okay. As for the room, it's just basically, you know, it's just a room. You decorate it with all sorts of items. You also can level it up to give you more gear score, which can help you out in battle, as you can see from right here. So yeah, for instance, let's see, I really got nothing new. Yeah, So how do you level up? You just gotta get likes from other players or give likes to them right here. This tells you all the players that gave you likes. You can browse other rooms, furniture, spa, remodel if you want to toss out some of your old gear and put in some new furniture. You can sell some of it. It's just your help. Your effects list tells you of all the skills that each furniture gives you. So this G-score right here for my room is actually added on to my regular G-score. That basically covers the room. There's not really much to it. Like, is it this? Okay. I should probably talk more about currency and game currency. Game currency, which is basically right here. This is your gold. This is the money you're earning from inside the game. The regular currency, which you use to pay with your own, money, is right here. Gems. These are pretty valuable, and you need as much as you can to do spawns. You can get gems by completing in guild battles, purchasing them, or doing quests. Sometimes there are some special events and also missions which can give you gems. Gem fragments are a little different. You need to collect so much of those, and then you can swap them in for a gem. See, some missions have like clear 4 weekly and get 2 gems. Alright, so we'll get into spawn. Spawns are basically use your currency to try to push your luck at getting SSR to upgrade in the URs, or mostly getting the monsters. And there are many different types of spawns. You got specials, you got raid up, you got defense, you got favorites, you got furniture. Furnitures are a little bit different. You need to use spawning, furniture tokens, which you get from guild battles. Rare is just your basic. Ruby is basically when you do so many spawns, you'll get rubies, and then you can use the spawn right here when you collect 150. Here's your tickets. Some spawns or even purchases will give you tickets. This will allow you to swap them out and try to get a SSR. FPR just basically like common or rare or SSR gear. You won't get anything exciting. So we'll do the friends points. So this is basically what it looks like. As you can see, I just got a comment. Now most spawns, they won't give you a comment. The lowest they'll give you is just a rare. 10. You do in spawns, you can do 1 spawn or you can do 10 spawns. 1 spawn is 3 gems and 10 spawns is 30 gems. So basically, you just want all those lights to constantly keep lighting up. Alright, there's all of my items. She's back. Oh, I could spend more. Yeah, but during some recent updates, they've actually allowed, players that play more free to play instead of, purchasing gems. They'll give you like the first spawn that you do for only 15 gems. So that's actually pretty nice. In the past, you always had to pay 30. Yeah, as you can see, you got some spawns that you can only do twice, you can do once, but they have some other items besides just the normal, 10 items you're gonna get from the spawn. You can get an ether drop in this one, or you can get a key for this one for XP. Up here will tell you, all the monsters, like the main monsters that everyone tries to get, or weapons or helmets. You can also check out the spawning gear, what it gives in this spawn. Basically, all these weapons are what's going to appear in the spawn. So as you can see, if it has rates up, that means you have a much more better chance of getting this weapon. Although you should be careful when you're doing spawns, because if like SSR and like SR rate up, that means you're gonna probably have a much more higher time of getting SRs than the SSR. So just make sure you when you're doing spawns, be careful. Make sure you check what you're getting yourself into. Like for right here, even the rares is also rates up. So this can be a bit of a risk if you're doing spawns like these. Now for like the treasure spawns, this one's kind of risky. So make sure you read up and see if this is a treasure spawn you want to do. So basically what you do is you do a regular spawn, and then you have your chance at getting some of these weapons that they're displaying right now. Like a phoenix bow, the staff, the relic, the robes, you know, hair pieces, or even the monster. There. So if you find the jackpot, you'll either get the monster, a squirrel, or you can get one of the exclusive items. We'll do one more spawn. Yeah, and that's basically spawns. They have different amounts of gems you can spam. Just make sure you check what you're getting yourself into. That's it for spawns. We're gonna take a quick break. When I come back, I'll start to do some of the quests and show you how it looks like. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, now we're back. Right, let's jump into some quests now. Alright. So as you can see, we can do quite a bit of different quests. We got normal quests, which is for your basic story, events, sub-quests, Tower Judgment, enhancement quests. Like, these are quests that focus on upgrading your gear. Also, I should also mention you're gonna want to check back quite often because these quests are constantly changing, except for keyholds. These will stay the same. You got your normal quests, which we can just dive in if we wanted to. As you can see, if you clear, it clears right there. When you defeat certain monsters, you could get a gem for your effort. And also, each mission you take on has a rank. In order to get to the next rank, you gotta beat all these missions before you could get to this one. Rank is pretty important. That tells you how many. It basically tells you if you'll be able to take on harder quests and events. So for like this one right here, actually I think they changed it. Yeah, it's based on G score. Your G score is gear score, if you want to call it. It's also quite important. I'll tell you which of these quests you're gonna take, but just a word of advice: be careful because justice says, like for instance, 70,000 doesn't mean that once I get 70,000, it's gonna be easy. No, some of them can be pretty challenging. So make sure you come extra prepared. And then there are quests where you can get URs or monsters or orbs. Orbs help power up certain gears, and when you get like a whole set, for instance, like the Emerald Order, this will allow you to get the Wonderland Blessing, which gives you an increase in attack and magic attacks. But you need to upgrade like its weapon, its hat, and then its armor, and then you can get the blessing. And we got the Labyrinth of Tartarus. Takes no cost, but there's no continues. Not too many people do that one. Subquests, I completed all of them, but if I click here, it'll show me all the tasks I've done. So basically, subquests can get you extra goodies, like extra costs that will allow you to upgrade your how much costs for gears. Actually, let me talk about costs. Cost is go to gear. So that's one thing I forgot to mention. Your cost is right here. If you upgrade this, this will allow you to use more weapons. So yeah, so if you like, if I wanted to, I could switch out to a different weapon, but this is how much cost it will count. Alright, let's go back in the quest. Tower Judgment, this allows you kind of like the Emerald Orders, those order missions. You'll basically be completing floors. Like for instance, I go into here, like I just need to be rank like 18. But then as you get to the much more later floors, you'll see that you'll need certain G scores. But by completing each one, you'll be able to get more points for your class of wheels, cars, gems. So that's why it's quite important to make sure you get as much G score as you can. So the higher the G score, the more tougher quests you can take on. Okay, then we're here at the bottom. We can use enter room number. We can help friends if any of them are online, and we can join their quest. Auto match, which allows us to go into quests that are more based around our skill level. And then we do last quest, we just redo the last quest. Another event. yeah, when you're choosing a quest, some of them will have stamp rewards, which allows you to get a little bit extra rewards. You can also use boost, which basically, you know, give you extra XP, gold, or maybe just a random boost. You can choose the quest now, form a party, find a party, or quest with friends. So for form a party and quest with friends, it'll take you to the, a menu like this. Well, this is for the friends. Friends you can change up and, you know, mix and match with your friends. If they're online, they can join you. If not, it'll just be a CP. Forming a party, it's the same thing like forming with friends, but you could change the setting with levels. So for instance, if I wanted to, I could have people of level 110 or higher join me. I could put a lock on to only allow certain people to come in. So when you're using find a party or make a party, or just forming a party with friends, it's a little bit more better than just entering a quest at the harder difficulties. Right, so we're gonna use the auto match. So this will basically take me to match with players and, you know, similar matches to me. It also shows me what other players are in this match. Alright, so let's hop into one. See if we find a decent one, a decent amount of players. Jump into this one right here. Okay, so all the players down screen that are about to approach are real-time players. Now, as you can see, I'm playing as a medic right now, so my whole job is to make sure that I keep them alive. If they say like CPU for the archer on the bottom, it means that they're, you know, not players. These two right here are live players, so they're actually playing with me live. Let me heal them up. I guess there's a special event with zombies right now. That's why we'll track the zombies. So as you can see on my bottom screen, my Unison gauge is powering up. Oh god. Yeah, let me heal them. So yeah, when you use your abilities, they'll go into a cooldown before you use the item again. Quite heal. I can, but there's one healing I'm using, which is area recovery. It allows them to recover from stat effects. Heal them up. Turn this on. Oh! This is before you start using your monsters. Monsters give all sorts of special, you know, abilities. Then when you get so much of the same element, you'll do a Unison attack. This basically just does a whole bunch of damage. You heal them up. There we go. So basically, when you're playing as a cleric, make sure you type all your kills, you know, in time. That's between a life and death situation for the players. I'm gonna actually, you know, get killed. Ensure that they don't get killed. You'll see, and then die. save him. Give the command. Is it? Sounds killed. Refusing to do anything. To allow me to get some of my costs back. As long as it attacks me, it should be fine. I can take the heat, they can't. Covered. Not doing enough damage. Go. Yeah. It took the cleric just to beat them. Stage cleared. No wonder why. Not even that powerful. Take a little bonus chance. Waste the gem, but I won't. It's basically quest. Do a couple more. Do an event. Really. swap out one of my gears. There it is. Okay. All set. Form a party. 10 or less. Fine. And we'll just wait. And we're all good. Now all of these, like again, are actual players from around the world. Except for Japan. Light them up. Attacking for us. Boost my healing. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why we all have a zombie look. Let's leave. Okay, maybe I should use this opportunity to talk about guild. The bread and butter of Unison League is guilds. So, let me show you how guilds, I guess, work. Where's the info? Main guild recommended. Create a guild. Where is it? Where is it? Notify help. Right here. Okay, so basically, when it comes to guild battle, there are 3 matches a day. You have also different schedules, like there's an A, B, and C to help you adjust to times, so that way everyone can make it to the battle. Basically, it's a 10 versus 10. Well, there's 10 players on each team, but on the battlefield there's 5 versus 5. So you basically fight against other guilds and try to knock out 5 of their opponent's teams. Once you knocked out 5 players from the opponent's team, you'll be able to attack their guild's gym. The gym is, I believe, is based on the whole guild's defense and resistance. So the higher your resistance defense as a guild, the better it is. You also can level it up, which is highly recommended. The more higher level guild's gym is, the more HP and the bonuses you get from the gym will give you in battle. So in order to level up your gym, you need to do guild contributes. You basically just feed it a bunch of gold and you'll level it up. Then you get special effects, like you'll get increased attack, magic attack, defense, and magic defense. You get increased maybe abilities, power, extra experience, extra gold, which is all determined on the gym's level. So whatever level the gym is, it'll give you like a small boost. Also, guilds are put into ranks, so you'll start in the C, B, A, or S. And there are 2 types of battles. There's just regular guild battles, and then there's ranked guild battles. Rank only happens I believe a few months, like every 3 months. Let's see if we find it. Spotlight. And go into my where is it? Notify. Right here. This is your rank. So the next one will begin on August 17th. It'll last, I believe it's 6 days. It lasts from August 17th to August 23rd. In rank battle, basically you're battling against other people in your rank. So if you win battles, you rank up, and if you lose battles, you lose your rank. After the whole week is up, they'll reward you with rank, I guess, it's gold medals, which can allow you to purchase like some URs or some like extra SSR reform gears to level up your armor and weapons. And also, when you get so much of your scrolled a little too much. When you get so much rank, like right here, it will tell you how much you get. So for instance, if I was in the guild and I was in the top 100 to like the top 100 guilds, I'll get 35 medals. And I also have a chance to, with the other guild members, to move from from C to the B rank, and then, you know, goes up all the way until you get to S. Watch. So for let me go back. Future recommended. So if you wanted to, you know, when you're looking for a guild, you use the recommended filter, or you can just create your own. You can also use the right here, the guild recruiting. That's how you know, more specific what certain guilds are looking for. So for instance, if I wanted to join what's like a decent one in my range, I guess we'll just use, you know, random one. Like right here, like this guild right here, the recommended level and classes will be distributed right here. The style, that tells you, you know, they play for free, they're competitive, or they're hardcore. The schedule is right here, so if we want more information, I just click on this. I can apply if I wanted to. This is their records. It shows you how they perform. So like right here, they have 49 wins, 45 losses. The winning ratio tells you how much they win. And from the last rank is right here. It's a profile that tells you the gym's level and people that are in the guild right here. Just more of the, you know, play style, play time. These are the members. So yeah, you'll see like if it has gold, they're the top player, silver is the second player. There'll be the guild leader, and the guild leader can choose 2 sub leaders, which can help them out if the guild leader is not present. Although this is a pretty bad guild, as you can see, all the players aren't even live. Also, you can do it a third way. If you wanted to, I could click on this person. You can see what guild they're in. You know, if I wanted to join it this way, I could. So yeah, that's how guild. Maybe in the future, I will join a guild just to show you what the guild battles look like. Back to the lobby. Yeah, you can also get invited to guilds. I tend to get invited to a lot, but I usually just toss them aside. I'm pretty sure later on that I'm gonna join a guild again. Let's pop into a few extra quests. We'll do auto matching. Auto match. There we go. Run this one. Let's get him up. My head's very There we go. Before, we're gonna boost healing abilities. Oh boy. There we go. I could have saved that guy, but unfortunately I didn't have my, I think the skills all the 8. That way I don't die. Yeah, he's not gonna be taking me down that easy. Try it all at once. Actually, got put up. It wasn't affected. And there we go. See what we got. Collect some AP. Nice. Okay. Let's get back there and chill out. Let's do a van. I'll do a van instead. With that one. Come on. Uh-oh. Just crash. Give me a minute while I reset. Okay, I'm back. Alright, so we're actually going to take on one of these quests. We'll take on the Emerald Order. Party. Instead, let's just form our old. Play the waiting game. Yeah, this one tends to take a little bit longer. And we got level 150. Come on. One more. We're just gonna go. Poison. Put this on automatic for just a minute.
セイバーの何かと違いを。
There we go. And I just gotta win. What? stuff, so let's sell some of this junk. As you can see, we got an invite right here. We won't do that today. I believe this would be a perfect time to end the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video if you're watching it live stream, or if you're just watching it in the past. I'll make sure to put out more content for Unison League. And I will see you guys next time.